Well, hello, Virgo. This is Karen with Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. I hope you all are doing wonderful today. This reading is our singles looking for love reading, middle of April to middle of Mayish. I say ish because it kind of is give and take. And we're going to take a look at the current situation, past influence, negative influence, present influence, positive influence, what we don't see, challenge, future influence, and outcome. So I am shuffling. I'm using lights here. I do always shuffle before I even start recording just to get the cards mixed up good, and then I shuffle a little bit more so you know that I'm not playing around here. And I'm going to cut the deck. Okay. We have current situation is Hangman. That's kind of a yucky place to be. It can be anyway. Current situation, past influence is Nine of Pentacles, negative influence. Lovers, positive influence. Sorry, this is present influence, Nine of Cups. Positive influence is Ten of Pentacles. What you don't see, Hierophant, challenge. Justice, then future influence, and outcome. I like the outcome. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. So, this is like you have this knowing inside of you about this situation. I do feel like, well, let's get to it because the negative influence is the Lovers, but I feel like that, I was going to say that's like, I think that's a past thing, but well, maybe not. Yeah, I think it is. So anyway, I do feel like this is about some kind of knowing that you have overall, just kind of like that feeling that you kind of know what's happening here. If this resonates, so your current situation is Hangman, and that means right now you're really thinking about things. You're really taking some time out to go, okay, how does this look if we do this, or how to, really kind of going through things in your mind, taking the time out to look at things from a different perspective, not necessarily from what you had in the past. There is something very interesting here. So the past influence is Nine of Pentacles. I do believe this is you feeling very independent and almost like being, well, you're in a position where you're probably alone. You're independent, alone. Your negative influence is Lovers, and I feel like that is really just about there's I feel like there's someone in your life you're not happy with. Okay, I'm just going to get right down to it. There's someone you're not in love with, or you don't feel like you're in love with them, or they're not making you happy. They're it's not really what you're looking for. But they are in your life. So they are. Your present influence, though, is Nine of Cups. And that's all about, getting your desires. So what's influencing right now is that this is on your mind. This is the desires that you want. That's why you're in this Hangman mode. For some reason, this situation with this person that's the negative influence, Lovers, is got you thinking about things because what's influencing the now and has put you here is that you want your dreams, you want your wishes, you want your desires, and you're putting that out there to the universe or to yourself, or really contemplating these things, and that's what put you in Hangman mode. So you're really thinking about this in general. The thing is, with this relationship, I believe there is stability going on here. So this is a positive influence. But there's something missing here. there's something missing, but this is stable. And maybe, I mean, that could be another reason why you're in the hangman mode, because it may be stable, and you're looking at this going, but is this my true desire? Is this really what I want? Is this really where I want to go with this? Um, it's a scary one. It's really hard. So what you don't see is the Hierophant, and there is a commitment here, and you're not looking at that this other person is very committed to you. And I feel like, too, because the High Priestess being at the bottom of the deck, this could be a spiritual thing for you as well. Like, in the sense of, kind of like, is it matching your spiritual needs? Not just your physical needs, not just your emotional needs, but how about your spiritual needs? And what you don't see, I think it does. I think this is saying that there is some kind of good, positive spiritual influence. Or this person is very committed to you, and you're not seeing that as part of what you're looking at. So, you're looking at these things differently, but you're not seeing the piece of the commitment, and even maybe the spiritual side of things. You're looking at all of these other things, because I feel like there's something like that's really hindering you. And I almost get the impression, and I'm reading this intuitively, I don't have anything here that says this, so you're almost looking at someone else. Like, does that someone else give me my desires? I'm desiring this other thing over here. And now I need to decide and think about things from all angles. Your challenge is justice. And it could mean that there is someone else and you need to get a divorce. I mean, to be very blunt, I mean, that could definitely be, because justice can definitely be about court proceedings and things like that. So it could be that you're in a relationship, it's not bringing you your desires, so you're contemplating it, because it's a committed relationship, marriage. The challenge is do I take that next step and divorce? Could be. And the challenge is doing the right thing as well. And what is the right thing? To all of it's a different. It's like, to some people it may be to stay. To some people it may be to leave. It's no judgment here. It's just, the right thing. But I do almost feel like that's the challenge, is do you? And that's hangman too. Like, where do I go from here? Because your future influence is the Ten of Wands, and that tells me that you're almost there. But there is really hard work here, and you've been really working hard to whatever it is you're working on. I feel like that you're going to flee, and the reason why I feel like that is because the outcome is Knight of Wands. Here's the deal with the Knight of Wands, in this card particularly. There's always speed with the Knight of Wands. It's energy, it's forward movement, it's travel, it's all of those things. But on top of it, when I see this card, I feel like it's about finding joy within yourself. She is fine, happy, enjoying the music without anybody or anything around. And that, to me, is the key to this particular Knight of Wands. So she's finding that joy within herself, and she's able to play this music alone and do all of these things. But I do feel like that's what's happening here. That you're kind of looking at, I feel like you're looking at being alone. Keep in mind, this is entertainment purposes only, free will and all of that, because I don't want you to go, oh, I'm going to have to get a divorce, because no, But if you're in a situation, you're thinking about it. Now, keep in mind too, when you're in a tarot reading and you're watching it, and I had one where the ending was Five of Cups. Well, we can change our destiny. It's up to us to, and I don't mean, no. There are things that I personally believe that are meant to happen in our life, regardless of our actions. So there's certain things that we need to learn, see, feel, understand. And there's certain people that we need to affect one way or another. That is kind of like a given, and that's going to happen no matter what we do. but we have choices, and I believe tarot readings bring out those choices and make us think about the situation and take a look at like these things that are hidden or we don't know about, or to put some perspective. So I don't ever want to say this is always the thing that's going to happen. We all have free will and we can change certain things about our lives. And I believe that, I mean, part of having tarot readings is to go, okay, what can I do next? And have action steps. But I do believe that you're seriously considering it, and you may move forward with it because the outcome is Knight of Wands. It could also be just taking some time out for yourself, not looking at this other person. There's someone else you're looking at. And this changed as I read, because as I started really looking at these other cards and reading them, these other ones made more sense to me. So, because at first it didn't. So I think it's just something to think about. Anyway, Virgo, it's a tough reading, but I feel like that you're going to make the right decision, whether it's stay or go. I think so, because of this side of the layout has a lot of positive, good cards in it, and you are in a stable position. This positive influence is that you have a stable position right now. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is for April, middle April into the middle of May, and please let me know, comment, like, all of those wonderful good things, and have a beautiful day.